If you've ever started shopping for a kitchen sink, you know how quickly the options and the price tags can spiral out of control. But here's the truth. The sink you choose and how you plan it can make or break your remodel budget and your daily kitchen use. So before you swipe your card or approve a cabinet order, let's talk about the steps that help you get the right sink without expensive surprises down the line. Hi, I'm Andre from Kitchen Planet. Today, we're zeroing in on kitchen sinks. One of the most overlooked but high impact decisions in any remodel, whether you're dreaming of a farmhouse, apron front, or an undermount, or a simple drop-in. The choices you make now affect not just the costs, but how your kitchen feels, functions, and fits your budgets for years to come. A common scenario: a homeowner falls in love with a gorgeous sink online, places the order, and only later discovers it doesn't fit the base cabinet, or that the required plumbing or counter cutout adds hundreds to the install bill. Or maybe the sink arrives, but it's the wrong size for the faucet or the form apron. These are not rare horror stories. They're a direct result of missing the planning steps that should come before you even start shopping. The result? Extra costs, delays, and daily use frustrations that could have been avoided with a little more planning up front. Understand your cabinet and countertop constraints. The first step in choosing a kitchen sink isn't browsing finishes or brands, it's confirming the space you actually have. Every sink is limited by the width, depth, and style of your base cabinet. If you're planning a farmhouse or apron front sink, you'll need a cabinet designed specifically for that, with the right cutout. Undermount sinks require a solid surface counter like quartz or granite, since they're attached to the underside. Before you fall in love with a sink online, measure your planned cabinet opening and check with your cabinet supplier to make sure it's compatible. A common planning trap is skipping this step and ending up with a beautiful but unusable or expensive to modify sink. Imagine you just approved your cabinet order and find out the sink you want needs an extra wide base or special support your current plan doesn't include. Now you're facing a change order, extra cost, or a compromise on the sink itself. Measure first, shop second. The location of your plumbing, especially the drain and water supply, affects both the type of sink you can use and the cost to install it. If you move from a standard drop-in to a deep farmhouse sink, the drain may need to be lowered, which can mean expensive plumbing changes. If your faucet configuration changes or you want to built-in accessories, those choices also impact what needs to be planned inside the cabinet. Relocating plumbing in an older home may reveal hidden issues behind the wall or under the floor. Early planning helps you clarify whether the sink you want is a simple swap or a complex and costly change. Material and finishes. How lifestyle impacts cost and upkeep. Sink materials range from stainless steel and porcelain to composite granite and fire clay. Each comes with its own price range, durability, and maintenance. Stainless is often budget friendly, but thickness and finish matter for noise and dent resistance. Porcelain can chip, while composite may resist stains but come at a premium. Instead of asking which sink looks best in a showroom, ask which one matches your daily habits. Do you cook a lot and need a deep, durable basin? Do you want an easy, clean surface, or are you willing to trade a little more maintenance for a statement look? Matching the sink to your lifestyle helps avoid regret and keeps costs in check. Subsection number 4, don't forget accessories, mounting and faucet compatibility. Accessories like cutting boards, colanders, grids, and drain kits can add useful function, but also extra cost. The mounting style, undermount, top mount, flush mount, impacts not just the install price, but also how easy the sink is to clean and use. Faucet hole configuration is another detail often missed. Some sinks come pre-drilled, others do not. Make sure the faucet you want, whether single or multi-hole, fits the sink you're planning to buy. Here's a practical example. A homeowner buys a sink with only one hole, then falls in love with a filtered water tap or soap dispenser that needs another one. Now it's either a return or an expensive workaround. Double check these details before you approve any orders. Subsection number 5, budget for the sink as part of the whole remodel, not an afterthought. It's easy to treat the sink as a last-minute accessory, but the reality is it ties together the cabinet, the counter, the plumbing, and the faucet decisions. Leaving it for later can cause ripple effects, like needing a larger cabinet, finding out the countertop cutout is extra, or rushing to buy a model that actually fits. Plan your sink as part of the whole kitchen scope with a realistic line item in your budget for the sink, accessories, and the installation. This way, you avoid last-minute compromises and unexpected expenses. So what is your checklist? Have you confirmed the exact width and depth of your sink base cabinet? Before you can pick a sink, you need to verify the cabinet size and confirm with your supplier if modifications are possible. Skipping this check can lead to costly change orders or force you to settle for a less ideal sink. Is your countertop material compatible with your preferred sink and mounting? Not all countertops support all sink types. For example, undermount sinks require solid surface counters, and some materials may not support heavy or apron front sinks without reinforcement. If you miss this detail, you could face expensive adjustments or installation delays. Have you checked the existing plumbing height and drain location and style of your new sink? May require lowering the drain or moving supply lines. If you don't plan for this, you may end up with extra plumbing costs or a sink that doesn't drain properly. Does your sink choice match your daily kitchen habits? Think about how you use your kitchen. Do you need a deeper basin for large pots or a divided sink for multitask? Picking a sink based on looks alone can lead to daily frustration if it doesn't fit your workflow. Have you confirmed the faucet hole? If you want pull-down sprayer, filtered water, or soap dispenser, make sure your sink can accommodate all the fixtures you plan to use. Missing this step can mean returns or extra installation costs. Are all accessories and installation costs included in your sink budget? It's easy to forget drain kits, mounting hardware, or custom accessories. Plan for all the costs up front so you're not surprised at the end. So here's some mistakes to avoid. Ordering the sink after cabinets are finalized. This mistake happens when homeowners treat the sink as an afterthought. The risk: the cabinet may not fit the sink. You want leading to expensive modifications or forced compromises. Always confirm sink and cabinet compatibility before orders are placed. Ignoring plumbing. It's tempting to assume all sinks will fit existing plumbing, but deeper or different shaped sinks often require moving drains or supply lines. This can add to cost and delay. Check plumbing early and factor changes into your plan. Choosing a sink material based only on appearance. The mistake: buying a sink that looks great in the showroom but doesn't fit your budget or lifestyle. For example, some sinks stain or chip easily, while others require extra cleaning. Weigh the pros and cons before committing. Overlooking faucet and accessory requirements. Many homeowners don't check how many holes the sink has or whether it comes with the right mounting for their faucet and add-ons. This leads to return hassles or surprise expenses. Always verify details before purchasing. If you want to avoid costly sink and cabinet mistakes, it pays to get clear on the details before you spend. That's why Kitchen Planner offers the Kitchen Remodel Readiness Check, a quick, mobile-friendly tool that helps you spot planning gaps like these before you call a contractor or buy materials. Visit us at www.kitchenplanner.net before you call a contractor. Take our readiness check, see where you're at in your remodel. If you like this video and you'd like to hear more, please subscribe below. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time.